But what you want to do is you want to measure around the crown of your head, right? Really, you're trying to keep it, the largest part right here, right about an inch above your brow here and around the back of your head. And use a soft tape, but if you don't have soft tape, piece of string, and just make sure you right place, and then you can use a yardstick or tape measure, whatever you have to measure the string. And then by that, we've got a chart on our website, as most of the manufacturers do. You can take that measurement and compare it to sizing, and then get a good idea of what your size is. Where it does get tricky is, like I said, is you can have two people with the same circumference but have radically different shaped heads. So what works for one person may not always work for the other person. Now, our helmets have a tendency to have a pretty good amount of what we call comfort foam in them. They're very plush. They're one of the most comfortable. We hear this all the time because, oh my God, it's the most comfortable helmet I've ever worn. But because of that, sorry for the plug, but because of that, it also allows to make up for different variations in people's head shapes. So that certainly helps. Now, there are certain brands of helmets that are just better for certain head shapes than others. Ours being a U.S.-based company tends to favor more oblong shaped heads, whereas manufacturers manufactured in the Asian markets tend to favor more round shapes, and that's just because of the people that that are in those regions. It works for their market, so you'll kind of find that. That's not a rule, but as a across the board rule, but as a general, you'll find that to be the case in many instances. So that's your best deal. And the other thing that we have is, if you find a helmet, if you get it right here, then everything else can fall into place by changing cheek pads, things like that. All of our cheek pads are removable from the helmet, and we have different thicknesses available. So if it's loose, we've got thicker ones. If it's tight, we can put thinner ones in it. If you wear glasses, we have what we call a V style cheek pad, which literally, sorry, in the camera here, it's hard. It goes around the ear like that. So it puts only a little bit of pressure on the temple of your glasses versus, an entire thing which pushes your ear into the temple, can make it pretty uncomfortable to wear. We also have, wiring kits which have ear cups, so the cheek pads would be different for those. Things like that you can use to fine tune the fit of the helmet.